From your hometown news leader, News 4 begins with breaking news.
Tonight, we begin with a breaking news update. We now know the cause of death of a New Brockton High School freshman who died back in August. News 4's Day's Head anchor Bayla Walker joins us live from the newsroom with the cause. Bayla, this was a story that stopped everyone in their tracks.
Kinsley, it certainly stopped us in our tracks. The Coffee County coroner, Arnold Woodham, says Semaj died of congestive heart failure resulting from a coronary anomaly. That autopsy shows he died of natural causes at just 14 years old. Semaj was at football practice on August 13th when he fell unresponsive due to a medical emergency. He was taken to Medical Center Enterprise, where he died later that Tuesday afternoon. Now, this was all just days after the start of the school year. The freshman was later honored with a candlelight vigil back on August 17th, which was attended by his classmates, his teammates, and others in the Coffee County community. Kinsley.
Bayla Walker, thank you for sharing that update with us tonight.